everyone, welcome back to my channel. Danny here, and today I'm at Animal Kingdom. So we're gonna do some pin trading and maybe ride a ride. I know a lot of things are closed, but honestly I haven't really been here yet, so I just want to explore around. And I said, of course, look for some pins. Definitely looking for the 2026 pins still, but let's do something fun. Since we're here at Animal Kingdom, of course, let's look for the wilderness badges. Now those are the Redwood Creek Trail badges. There are some here. I'll put them up for you. I think there are 6 of them or 7 to collect. So I have 6 pins to trade out today. The ones I'm not gonna get, I think, are the silver ones, but I forget how many exactly there are. I'm gonna have to look it up again, but yeah, these are the ones right here. So let's go inside Animal Kingdom and let's see if we can find these. So I heard that there is sometimes a pin board at the ticket counter. The middle one is closed, but this one's open. Let me see if they have it here. So they did not have their pin board, but they said to go ahead and check at the gift shops at the front and at guest services. So we'll go there and check out their pin boards. So I just made it inside. I must say it's really cool. I didn't have a reservation today. I didn't make one on purpose because it's 4 o'clock right now, so it's late in the day. But I'm newer to having a magic key, a pass here. And it was really, I was a little bit nervous when I scanned in, like if it was gonna work, because after 2 o'clock you don't need a reservation. And it worked. I am in and I see the pin board over at guest relations, so let's head there first. Before we get there, let me show you the pins that I have. So I have, again, our non-authentic pins. I only have 6 non-authentic or Boo Boo Kitty pins. These are the ones that we'll be using to trade for those badges, because those badges have been faked and are pretty common on the boards. That's why I thought it would be kind of fun to find them. But don't worry, well, there goes that. Don't worry about that either. But I do have my large pin folio here in case we find any authentic pins today. Okay, we made it to our first pin board and I already see 2 pins that we need. We're gonna pick up this guy and we're gonna get this one as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put these 2 on the board. Put this guy here. Ooh, without pushing it over. Well, I'll put it on in a second. But anyways, those are the 2 I'm gonna put on. Let's go ahead and take this guy and this guy. Now I couldn't put my grapes because you see the grapes are already on here. So if a pin's already on a board, you can't put it on. But both of these are not. I checked, so I'll put those on. How cool is that? We already found 2. So the rock climbing one and then also the tracking one. I noticed also the hat and the grapes were both on that board. So again, you can't put doubles on, so that's gonna be one of our problems that we'll have to face here today. No real pins, but still good pins for our challenge. So let's keep on going. And here is a look at the board, and I pre-scanned and I see some of the pins that we need. So we need this one here, so I'm gonna grab that guy, if that's okay. And then this guy here. So we got 2 more of the badges that we're looking for, and then we have to put something on, but again, we can't do the grapes because we have that here. So let's see, I don't think this guy's on there. Nope, so we can leave him behind. But this one is, so we can't do that, so we'll leave this one behind. There we go. Awesome. So now we found 4 of the badges that we need. We found the bravery badge, and then we also found the spirit animal badge, which is the squirrel. Last, all we need to find is the puzzle piece and the, oh, actually there's 3. Puzzle piece and the howl. So we need to find that one, the wolf howl, and then also the wilderness one. I've never seen that before. I believe it's a chaser. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that one, but if we find 6, I'm calling that a win. And we have 2 cast members here who have amazing pin pads, and I don't see anything for our challenge, but I do see some pins I want to trade for. Can I go for your green ones on here?
Greens?
Yeah. All right, so very cool. A lot of things happened there. So I got these 2 green guys in our trade. She took our, let's see, what did we trade away? Oh, our yellow flounder, and then also traded away a evil goof, Pluto. And then a guest who actually took my flounder right after came up and traded with me. They wanted my Stitch Attack snacks, and I got this alien. Really fun. I've like not even made it into the park and made so many trades already. So that was really awesome. Made some amazing trades already. Checked out some animals on my way up. So when you come in, you can either go right or left, and then you'll see some different animals on your way. And then right now I'm looking forward because I see the Tree of Life. Check it out. And we've made it to the main area. Here is the Tree of Life. Let's get closer and take a look. So we'll get closer, but I think there might be a pin board here, so let's go check. And then also I think I can pick up my magnet. So my pass holder magnet for, I think it has Zootopia on it. So I'll show you guys that too. Here is a look at all the pins. I know, he's a little guy. Look at all the pins here on the board. Oh, now we already found this one, but that's cool to see them. And this is from the new, not the new packs, but the packs that ended up over at Character Warehouse. Oh, this one too. No pins there that we needed. We already found the rock climbing guy, but I do see another one at Island Mercantile. Sorry, I had to look to see the name of the store, and slowly we are inching our way over to take a look at the Tree of Life. It's pretty busy out here right now in the morning, or evening. Here's their pin board. Took a look at the circle pins, so we still need the puzzle piece, and we need the wolf. I don't think I see it though, so I think we are good for now. We didn't need any pins there, but let's head over to the Discovery Trading Company and let's get our annual pass magnet. So here's a sign for the magnet. Let's go inside and let's go get it.
We don't come as often.
So I got it. How cool. So they pass out these magnets, but you have to get it in person. And this is the second time I've been able to pick one up. I'm so excited. Again, I haven't been a annual pass holder for that long, so it's really cool that I was able to pick this up. I love this perk. I was looking at this too. This is $34.99. I might have to get this shirt. Honestly, it looks really awesome, and I 100% would wear this. So I think today I'm going to be leaving with this. I'll wear it tomorrow. So they were sold out of my size, so that's kind of a bummer. They said they probably are going to restock, but I kind of wanted to get it to wear tomorrow because I'm going to come back here tomorrow for the morning. So I was looking at the sizes. I don't know if I could do those size above and below. So I'll have to think about it, but I definitely do want that shirt. Now, especially that they don't have my size, it makes me want it even more. But there is a pin board over here at the guest services area. So let's go check to see if we can find any more of the badges that we need, and then we'll take a look at the Tree of Life. There's so many pin boards. Here is a look at their pin board. This one's really cool. I have the real version of that one. Look how shiny this guy is. There's those. And they do have the rock climbing one, but we already have that. So I think we're good here. So we found that rock climbing one quite a few times. I feel like that might be a theme. Hopefully we can still find those other two. But we made it to the Tree of Life. It's right here. Let's see it. Okay, abandoned plans. Look who's coming by. It's Kevin. How cool. This is one of the coolest, I think, meet and greets. Look at how tall she is. See you later, Kevin. All right, back on track. Here is the Tree of Life. So you see this like little buffalo right here. In all of the wood, here's a hermit crab. There is just like tons and tons of animals all carved into it. I don't think you can walk all the way around it right now, but sometimes you can. We can get a closer look too at some of the carvings when you go on the Zootopia attraction. I ran into another trader, and she said she's had really good luck at like the food carts, so I'm going to be checking those. Hopefully, and she said head towards Pandora, so we're going to head towards this way, see if we can find anything good on the boards here. There's a Disney Vacation Club here behind me, so let's check on that board, see if we can find anything. I have less than an hour to try and complete this challenge, but the thing I'm looking for is going to be the, of course, the 2026 pins, since she found some. So here's their board, and I see some really good pins, so man, it's hard to choose. Let's make a trade though. All right, so we're gonna take those two, and then I'm gonna trade away these two. Thank you. What, that board was beautiful. I had a hard time choosing what to get. I was tempted by that bubble wand, but I went for this loungefly pin. I think loungefly pins are just really cool, so have to pick that up. And then the other one that I got was this one. Toulouse or Berlioz. I forget who's who, but really cool. This, I believe, is a Gopin Pro pin, and I've been wanting to get some of their pins so I can trade over when I go to Pin HQ, because they have their own trading system there. I found a Cinderella the other day, so now I have two that I could potentially trade there. But honestly, this is a cat, so I might keep him. But I made my way to a food cart. I'm waiting in line. Let's see if they have their pin board. And they have their pin board, and let's take a look. Now they have some cool pins on here. Here's another droid there. We got a Lucifer, this guy. It's really some awesome pins, but nothing that we need for our challenge. You guys, that was another like pretty good pin board. Like, not all the pins were great, but there was a lot of really good pins to choose from. So that's a really nice surprise. I didn't end up taking any pins from there. And it's funny, the pin board before, that one that I did make a trade at the DVC, I think it was, I didn't, I completely forgot about our challenge because I was just so excited about the good pins that we saw on there. So far, I think we've got some pretty good stuff. Now I've made it into Pandora, and it smells really strongly of paint. Let me show you why. It says wet paint here. So we have these wet paint signs, and it looks like this is cool. They're redoing all of the paint on the floor. If you look over there, it should look like that over here too. All of that, when it's nighttime, is gonna be glowing. This is so beautiful at night. So it's absolutely gorgeous here at night, but it closes really early. So it closes at 6, which is like in 45 minutes. So I don't know if it's gonna be dark enough to be able to see any of this. Oh, darn, and we just made it to the next location where a pin board would be, but I think that they're starting to close up. So there's gonna be one here. So we missed out on that pin board. I think I'll head all the way into the back and check that one, and then maybe go back around to the other side. I'm not sure if I want to ride on anything. I might hop on something at the very, very end of the day, but turning around to show you this. Ah, so cool. It's really cool, the structures that they have and how they're actually able to get it to stand up through all their different architecture and things. Really makes it look like everything's floating, but there's certain support areas around. So I don't understand the science behind it. Well, I mean, I guess I would understand if someone showed me, but I don't know how. But it's pretty amazing that this huge structure is going to stand. But this is a really beautiful land to come to. Take a look behind me. Got some waterfalls going on, and of course the ride in front of us. Now there was in Disneyland, they are supposed to be built, or DCA, California Adventure. They were supposed to be building Pandora there. But it looks like those plans were halted for a little bit, at least until 2027. So not sure if they're gonna still do Pandora there or if they're gonna change it to something else. So we'll see. We made it over to Wind Traders, and usually there's a pin board here, but I don't see it. So I'm gonna take a quick walk around inside and see if any cast members have any pin pouches in here. And they had their board behind the register. Let's take a look and see if we see any of our badges that we're missing. I don't think so. So they did have their pin board, but none of the badges that we still need. So we're gonna keep on looking. We have about 40 more minutes until it closes here. So that store is actually pretty cool inside, especially if you like Avatar. But again, I didn't really have time to look around right now. Because we gotta find some pins. Let's go. I was thinking I would hop on an attraction. I only have 40 minutes left. So what I'll try to do is at the very end, I'm gonna hop on one. All you have to do is be in line before the park closes. And the park closes today at 6 o'clock. But I was looking at the options, and there's not a lot available. There was only 6 that came up, and one of those being a meet and greet with Mickey and Minnie. So I don't know which one I'll do. I might do the Zootopia Better Zoogether. So that might be what I'll hop on very last, but we'll have to think about it. But let's go ahead and keep on looking for the pins, heading out of Pandora. I think I'm gonna go over to the other side. It's weird for me because usually when I come, and again, I haven't been to Animal Kingdom that many times, but usually when I come, the first place I go is Dino Land because it's my favorite, but it doesn't exist anymore. So when I first walked in, I was kind of a little lost, like, where should I start? But let's head over to the other side, over by Everest, and we'll check out the pins there. So I'm over here by Tiffin's, and they might have a board, so let's go find out. And they do have a board. Here it is. Now let's see, do we have any of the badges that we're looking for? No badges, but I like this Angel. Can I trade you for that one? So we got Angel. And I traded away Angel Pluto, so it's kind of funny. I was like, oh, Angel for an Angel. Now I think she's from an open edition pin with a stitch on it too, but she's really cute. Really good finds today. All right, so yeah, I think definitely I'm gonna check out Better Zoogether before we leave. But I see a pin board over at the cart here. Ta-da! So let's see if they have any of the badges that we are looking for on it. Here is a look at their pin board. I don't see any of the badges that we need. but I did do trivia with the cast member. Let me tell you about it. So none of the badges on there. I did do trivia with the cast member though. She asked me if I wanted an easy trivia about animals or about Animal Kingdom or a hard trivia. And I told her, I said, I'm from California, but I would love a hard trivia about Animal Kingdom, and said that she would help me. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Because I just love learning and I love the trivias. So the question was, what was the very first animal to be brought in to Animal Kingdom? So think about it and I'll give you the answer. I'll give you a hint, it is a large animal. But the trivia pin ended up being one of the droids, and I was like, oh, that's okay, I don't need that. But on the front of her pin pad, she did have this guy. So a little munchling, so I did trade for this one, and I gave her a Gaston D so she could still have something fun on her pin pad. Had to trade a munchling. Every time I see a munchling, I think, of course, no munchling left behind, so that includes this guy. Now, kind of a funny thing about this Darkwing Duck one, it must not be that popular, like with the kids or someone, because I find this one a lot. I would say of all the munchlings, I feel like this is the one I find the most of any of them. So I feel bad for that guy, but that's okay. I'll take you. Walking by, there's what's left of Dinosaur, or actually really nothing's left of it. It's just all the construction that's happening. But a lot of the food carts, I wanted to point out, so there's one here behind me. A lot of them are closing. It is 25 minutes till park close. So I need to try to get over to Everest, check out, see if they have their pin boards. Again, a lot of them are closing, so I don't know if late pin trading at Animal Kingdom is the best. I mean, so far it's been kind of the best, but might not be the best since there might not be as many pin boards available. So that's kind of the issue that I'm running into. And the pins that we're looking for, the last ones, puzzle piece, never seen it before. The Wilderness Explorer one, haven't seen that one before either. The only one I feel like that we're gonna possibly be able to find is gonna be the Wolf Howl. So that's the one I'm kind of really keeping my eye out for. So let's see. And I also only have 6 of the Boo Boo Kitty pins, or non-authentic pins. So if I do end up finding one of the other ones that I need, might have to sacrifice a good pin for the challenge, but still deciding if I want to. But hopefully we can find some more. So I've made it over to Everest. All of the food carts are basically closed as I've been passing by. I don't see a pin board outside, so I'm gonna go into this gift shop over here, the bazaar, and see if there's any pins inside. They do have their board here. I don't see any of the badges that we need, but I do really like this Doug pin, so maybe in the future we'll be looking for that guy. We found the pin board, but no pins that we needed, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. I think, again, I don't know my way around here too well, but I think if I go straight, I can then loop back around to Better Zoogether and make it in time. But I did want to point out, see these behind me? Now, I need to look it up. I can't remember exactly, but I think that they are prayer flags. And if I'm getting this wrong, someone please correct me. And you leave them up, that's why you see some are new, and then some are old and faded, and then they'll switch them out again. I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if that is what it is, I think that's pretty cool. I love that. I love the theming here at Animal Kingdom. It's so fantastic. At the conference that I was at, learned a lot about theming, and it's really amazing, the attention to detail and all the care that they really put into the animals here. Such an incredible place. So a little bit more to explore, and then I'll be back tomorrow to do even more exploring. Look at this. I was passing by and saw this little shrine. I've never seen this before. I never noticed it. Really cool. Again, so many details. That was really cool. I love it's right behind me. I love seeing something I've never seen before. But there's a guest experience team here, Blue Umbrella, and they should have a pin board. Let's go check it out. Okay, so they do have a pin board. Here is a look. I don't see any of our badges, but I do want to trade for Bolt here. So let's go ahead and trade for that guy. All right, I'm going to take Bolt, and I'm going to leave the munchling that we found behind. Cool. Awesome. I know, I literally just got that munchling, but and then we got Bolt. But I was having a really hard time deciding which pin I wanted to let go of and trade on that board. And turns out that was my least favorite one. So I guess that's why he's always on the boards. All right, have you been thinking about the trivia? Because I forgot about it, sorry. The answer. So the first animal to make it here to Animal Kingdom, the species, was a giraffe. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was trying to think of like, my first guess was, I think I guessed gorilla, and she said no. And then I thought, oh, how about flamingos? But yeah, no, giraffe was the very first one to get here. Now what I'm doing is, I really only have 15 minutes left, and I have to get in line for Zootopia Better Zoogether before 6 o'clock. But I think, I have to go back this way to get to it, but I think I can make it to, there's a pin shop up here. I think I can make it there before 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna try my best. I think we're gonna do it. I see a guest experience team and then the other pin boards over there. Let's go find out. Here is a look at the pin board. Now they have some cool pins on here, but nothing for our challenge. I do love this. I hope I can find that reel someday, but that's all we got here. You guys, no way. So perfect that we came around this way. Nothing on the pin board, but the cast member had some pins on her, and you guys, look, we found a 2026 pin. Oh, I don't know if I can show it to you well enough. Hold on, let's try this a little bit better. Oh, if we can balance it. We have the Star Tours pin. So cool. So we're that we made it around here. We're running. We got one more board to check. Let's swing back around and go to Zootopia. But you guys, the board's here on fire. Here are the pins. Now we already found that guy, so I don't see any other ones that we need. Time to run. That was at the pin trading store right there. Sorry, I did not do an intro. Got there a little too fast and started talking to the cast members. Just talking about food here. They did recommend getting the ube cold brew over at Satuli, but we were talking about food. They have also been to Disneyland, and we were agreeing that the food at Disneyland is better. But I was like, okay, you promise it's good. She said, yes, it is good. She will come and just have it. She said, but everything else, don't worry about it. So we'll be trying that tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a YouTube video for tomorrow, but I'll definitely post it. I'll try it. I'm not a huge ube girly, but I'm gonna give it a try. And then I'll post it on my Instagram, so make sure to check there. But I think we did pretty good. We found so far 4 of the badge pins that we're looking for. We're still missing 3, possibly 5 with the silver ones. Honestly, I didn't pay attention to see if any silver ones were on there. So if you saw them, let me know in the comments. But getting that 2026 pin, huge win. But now I'm like running, sorry, a little getting out of breath here, but we gotta make our way over to Zootopia Better Zoogether. Oh, but okay, here first. All right, so really quick, we have a badge here. We got that one already though. This one we got already too. Is this? Where is this from? Ooh, we'll leave her. Okay, thank you so much. So they had badges, but not the badges that we needed. And then I checked out Ariel because I do need some Go Pin Pro pins. I want to go there and do some trading. If you have their pins, you can trade with their people there. So that wasn't one, flipped it over. I was really hoping it would be. But we're making our way over to Better Zoogether, very close. I just have to pass the Tree of Life and then I'm there. Made it, thank you. So this place closes at 6 o'clock. It is 5:59. So I'm headed down the path to make it to Zootopia Better Zoogether. There's no one here. Guys, are we gonna get this theater to ourselves? I don't know if I'm the last one to come in, if there'll be some people behind me, and they have 1 minute too. But let's go in, let's relax. We've been running around, getting these pins. Let's go enjoy the show. As you're headed through the queue, make sure to check the roots of the Tree of Life. You can still see a lot of animals carved into it. So we made it inside. There are some cool things to look at in here, but they told the theater's open though, so they asked us to go inside. Just want to show this. I love this one. This is like a little way for the little gerbils or hamsters to get into the show. But let's make our way in. It is a 3D experience, so I got my glasses. Let's go sit over here. So here's a look at the stage. This is where the Bugs Life interaction used to be.
And what's your name, my spotted friend?
Benjamin Clawhauser!
Benji, you have the best seat in the house to watch it all go down. Now your job, press that big red button. When you respond
Which button?
Totally standard. Okay.
Oh, this one. That one. I'm really mad at this. Maybe the giant blinking one? Wow! Hooray for me!
So that was really fun. It's actually a 4D experience. So that's why I didn't record anything, so it'd be hard to see without the 3D glasses. But when I say 4D, like, okay, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit if you haven't been on it, but like you get splashed with water, there's mice that go running around, there's like fog effects. It's really, really fun. So great way to get out of the heat. I mean, it's a perfect time right now. Who cares about heat? But really fun thing to go stop by and see. So if you're here, it's a newer attraction. I mean, the wait time when I first got here wasn't too bad. It was like 15 minutes, but yeah, definitely worth coming by and seeing. So it's after 6 o'clock and technically Animal Kingdom is closed, but all of the shops at like kind of the little main hub are still open. So I'm gonna walk through and see if there's any pin boards that we missed. And I was thinking about getting that shirt. I really wanna wear it tomorrow, but I really want my size, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that. There was a pin trading cast member in there doing blind trades, so she said it was good. I asked if it was diamond for diamond, so I just went for it. I gave her a Disneyland Wave B castle, and I got a from 2025, and I got this castle from here. So I don't need this one, so I'll probably just trade it away, but I'm glad it was a good pin. We kind of did a castle for castle. I was really fingers crossed hoping it was a 2026 pin, but made my way into the other gift shop. Let's see if we see anybody. So I've left Animal Kingdom, but there is one more board that I can check, and that's gonna be over at the Rainforest Cafe. So fingers crossed that we find one of those badges that we need. I really am surprised that we haven't seen the wolf howl one. So I'm thinking that that might be in here. So that's what I am hoping for. Let me show it to you. All right, Rainforest Cafe, it's just over on the left side as you're making your way towards Animal Kingdom. Have their pin board over at the register. Here's a look at the pins, but no badges for us. No badges on there, and that was officially our last board here at Animal Kingdom. All right, everyone, that does it for this video, but I would say we did pretty good. We found 4 of the pins we were looking for. Yeah, pretty cool, and we kind of found those immediately here, so that took off a lot of the pressure. I would say this was a really fun Animal Kingdom day, just for 2 hours. It was really relaxing, really great interactions, and found some awesome pins. I still cannot believe we found a 2026 pin and a headband. So that was really, really cool. And a lot of other amazing pins. The boards were so good. So if you guys want to come pin trading, definitely come to Animal Kingdom. Really glad I got my magnet today too. So all around, it was a really fun time and a great win. So again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here. If you want to come again, please subscribe. Make sure to like and hey, leave a comment as well too. But friends, until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Happy pin trading, everyone. Bye.